It's Trainer Talk. Hi, it's Trainer Talk. Hi.
Today, I have a legend. This is the better half of Trainer Talk. This is Smokey Mon, my favorite channel to shout out. Let's go. Smokey Mon is here. Thank you for being here and joining us. This is, of course, Trainer Talk. I'm just a vintage guy named Scott. Thank you for being here, Smokey Mon. And I'm so excited to share what you've got planned in 2025. But thank you for joining us. How are you doing?
I'm great, Scott. I'm always excited for our little family episodes. Grass Gang Cousins, what's going on?
It's great. My cousin from New Jersey, it's great to have you here. I'm just a Northern California old guy. We're just going to talk about Pokemon. We're going to talk about your channel. I got some really easy questions for you, but the cousins want to know more about you. So thank you for making the time today. And you're a blessing. So thank you. And I just want to ask first, what are your plans for 2025? Tell us, what are your big plans? You're crushing it out of the park. We got to know your secret recipe, your secret sauce. Can you share just a little bit with us of what you want to do?
2025 is starting off very nice. I got no complaints. We were just talking a little bit. I've officially started my shop, and we're gonna start doing the third weekly live, hopefully, and start doing the rip and chip on that live. So that was kind of my first thing I wanted to do 2025, and took about 3 months longer than I thought it would, but got that going in April. So that's out the way, hopefully. We're going to run it this Friday, and we're going to see how it goes. And hopefully from there, it'll be a weekly live that we do our rip and chips.
I love it. So tell me, what am I going to find in your Shopify store? Congratulations on that. That's huge.
Thank you.
I know you've done giveaways up until this point. Tell me, what are we going to find? What's in Smoke Shop? What can we find?
Well, the smoke shop, for the first, I like to take it easy. I like to do a lot of trial and error. So the first couple, very limited supply. So to be honest, I don't know that we're going to find too much in there. But the plan is going forward, and what I've started with is some kind of pack bundle. Like the first one I'm doing is a silver Tempest pack, Journey pack, and then a sleeve Journey pack. And then of course one of my custom Smoke 'em on mystery packs where we like seeded in the promo card from the ETB or something like that. And every customer is going to get one of the mystery packs as well. So that's kind of the first thing, and I think going forward it's going to be like that, some kind of combination pack bundle, maybe some 151 and Journey stuff like that. Make it a little exciting, a little bit. Got from Cool Trainer Ryan his kind of idea how he runs his shop because I really like that, and I like the variety of sets. This way we're not opening up just Journey all day long or something like that. So I want to offer everybody a little bit of a bundle and then try to include some top tier sets along with some of the more common ones and give everybody a chance to open up something cool like Evolving Skies or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Evo Skies. That's incredible.
I've been sitting on a lot of Evo Skies, and no luck
Woo!
for me. I've had no luck with it. So hopefully you guys have better luck with it because I can't hit nothing from Evolving Skies.
That's a spicy set. And I think, yeah, hopefully somebody from your community hits the Moonbryon at least, right? I mean, that would be incredible.
I definitely don't have a reaction ready for that. And with all the Evolving Skies I gone through, it would be crazy, but I'm due for one. Evolving Skies owes me
Absolutely.
at least one, so somebody's gonna get something.
Absolutely. So I got to ask, I'm a vintage guy. I love vintage. Is there any plans for some vintage in any of these mystery packs or in any future possible mystery packs from you?
Great question. I also love vintage, and I got a decent stash of vintage commons and stuff. Not a crazy amount of the hollows and stuff, but a friend came in around Christmas time and gave me all this bulk that he found sitting in his garage. And I mean, vintage Japanese bit like all the base set, Jungle Fossil. Then I got a box just with '03 to '07, so I got like Neo, E-Reader in there. Those are actually our first mystery packs. The ones going out with these first bundles are '03 to '07. So we just go into this little box I have of the commons and just randomly pull out a card. And we pulled out like a Charmander Ditto. I don't even know what it's from exactly, but apparently little like $10 cards, these little Ditto transformation cards. So Vintage is in the mystery pack, Scott, and that is actually mostly what the mystery packs are, is going to be a common vintage cards, and then we're going to try to seed in to about half the packs a promo card from something we opened or a more top pull, but vintage
Mm,
all day, buddy.
you're speaking my language right now. I really appreciate that. And I'm excited. I think I might have to pick up one of these for the cousins and maybe give it away. Is this going to be a limited run? Are you, how many do you think will be in the Shopify store for your live streams?
Well, the first one that I got going now, it's only 8 of them, and I'm going
Okay.
for my secret rare members for the YouTube channel. They have the little priority. I only have 3 of them right now. Shout out my secret rare members, but they're gonna have priority. Then it's gonna go to the Discord. I'd imagine that they might sell out because it's only 8 of them just through the Discord and those members. But right now, 8, and then obviously we'll try to get more in there as we go. But 8 for the first run.
I think they're going to sell fast. I mean, shout out to the Smoke crew because I think they're going to buy them out. But I definitely want to pick up one just because of the vintage. But I
Yeah.
got to ask you, take me all the way back to the beginning. Walk me through when you were just a young Smoke.
A
Tell
young
me,
smoke.
yeah, young Smoke. If you were to talk to future Smoke, take me back to the beginning when you fell in love with Pokemon,
So
and tell me more. Take me through the mind of a young Smoke, and what are you thinking? We want to know more about when you started with this passion for this amazing hobby.
Young Smoke was a chubby young child in New Jersey. I think about, I'm going to say this will be rough estimates, but probably 5 years old, I'd say, because I think 4
Wow.
might have been a little too young. So probably 5 years old, which would be right around 99, something like that, 2000, right in that time period. And off the top of my head, the first thing that comes to mind is like a Christmas with the family. I got a decent sized family, so I had probably 5 older cousins. So 99, Christmas 99, 5 older cousins. They all got either a Pokemon game, either red, blue, or maybe yellow if it was out in a Game Boy.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there as a kid. I didn't know what was happening. And then they started showing me. Obviously, they broke the Game Boys out, started playing. Soon as I saw them playing, I got immediately, my mom had to take me to go get some of that stuff. So we had to gear up. And the Game Boy was definitely first. So doing that, seeing that from my cousins, them playing it, the Game Boy, and then I believe Blue is what I went with first. And then the cards came very quickly after because my cousins were also collecting cards. I mean, this was, as far as I know, right in the heart of it, 99, 2000. So
Yeah. So it started with the Game Boy, the actual game. Um, it's interesting, that you transferred over to the actual physical cards. Do you remember, or did you have any interest in playing the TCG card game? I mean, you were 5 years old, but did your cousins play the actual card game?
no, and I don't think I knew. I probably didn't know it was a card game for quite some time, probably several years. And I don't think I knew anybody that played it either. Growing up, nobody my age knew it was a game. My older cousins were collecting, but never mentioned it, never played it. Never any TCG playing at all, just collecting. And then I guess we got our rocks off playing the games and battling each
Yeah.
other that way. But
So take me back, a young Smoke. Still, let's focus. A young
yeah.
Smoke. You're going through. Where did you go? Where did you pick up your Game Boy? Where did you pick up your games, your packs? Was it Toys R Us? Was it Target? Was it what? Where did you go?
It was a million percent Toys R Us. I remember that Toys R Us layout like vivid like it's today, man. That Toys R Us had everything. That was definitely the first game. The first Game Boy was Toys R Us. And I remember finding cards in Toys R Us. And if anybody out there remembers this, because this was my go-to all the time. I don't remember the exact time period where I was finding these, but Toys R Us used to have what I guess is like the first collection boxes ever, but I don't think they were sanctioned by Pokemon at all. I'm pretty sure they were not. But they were like these $20, $25 boxes, no promos or nothing, but just stacked with packs. And like a couple of the starter decks, like the back in the day, they used to have the little starter decks. So there'd be a starter deck in there, maybe 2 of them. There'd be like the original starter deck that had that base at Machamp and stuff. And I'm telling you, probably, I'd like to say at least 8 packs. And it was 20
Wow.
bucks. You got the starter decks, you got probably 8 packs, all vintage. Sometimes a Japanese pack was thrown in there. Sometimes I got a fake pack. I mean, it was the
Wow.
Wild West, but it was like a $20 box and just jungle fossil base set, sometimes Japanese or fake packs. And but that was it. That is the one memory of picking up those boxes and going home and ripping that thing open, dude.
Woo.
Yeah.
Wow. What a memory. That was some heat in those for a young smoke, man. It was must have been unbelievable. Wow. That sounds like, I mean, shout out to your mom or whoever took you
Oh
to
yeah.
Toys R Us. That's a core memory. I mean, some people are just lucky to have one pack, and that sounds like that was a great memory.
Oh, they were incredible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out. Yeah, my parents for sure definitely fueled it a little bit. And then every Friday when my father would come home from work, he'd bring me a pack, normally one. Sometimes he'd get a little crazy, bring me a couple, but every Friday I remember he'd come home from work with a pack for me. And
Yeah.
I remember because even back then, obviously, that Charizard from base set was still $100. Everybody still wanted that card. That card was it. It was $100 back then. And I like my father even knew about it because he would take me to like the card shops and stuff, and we go buy singles. He was all in with that. Like both my parents were, I guess, supportive of this hobby.
I love
So
it.
yeah,
That's great. So you would this be like a treat, or was it like a weekly occurrence where you guys would go to a card shop or Toys R Us?
him coming home with the packs was kind of weekly. Everything else was dependent on, I guess, how I was being as a child. It wasn't a
Yeah.
wasn't free reign, but if I was doing everything right, saved up maybe $10, a little allowance and stuff, they definitely meet me halfway and let me go spend it all on cards.
I love it. Now tell me, were you trading? Were you allowed to take cards to school? Did you trade any cards with your cousins? You got any good stories of hopefully you didn't get hustled as a young smoke. I hope. I hope. But any stories from your childhood?
Definitely, I don't no hustles that came to mind. I mean, I'm sure it definitely happened. I would bet it definitely happened. No hustles that came to mind, but a couple of them. The first thing I remember is my first Charizard from base set. I remember like as clear as day because that was life changing as a kid pulling that Charizard. My father came home with the one base set pack on a
Wow.
Friday from work, and I remember being in my room. He brought it up to me. And he's like, open it up now. He's all hyped up too. Why don't we open it? And we've been looking for this Charizard since I started. So he's like, wouldn't it be crazy if it's in this pack? Open it up. And what do you know, Scott? The first time I pulled Charizard, just me and him in my room, and we're both going nuts because he
Wow.
knows it's an expensive card. Yeah, we're both going crazy. So that was
Hmm.
definitely the top memory that I could still think of to this day.
Oh my gosh, what a core memory unlocked. Wow, that is amazing. And so you knew the value of it when you pulled it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. From going to the card shops and stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Wow, that is unbelievable. So, how did you protect your cards? Like, did you have a binder? Did you sleeve up? I mean, were there penny sleeves back there back then for you? What do you remember?
The penny sleeves. That's a good question. I'd like to say no, but I'm not too positive. Definitely in a binder.
Yeah.
They would be in a binder. I have a memory of my mom bought me like a top loader case. Back in the day, it was this big yellow thing, and it was just all these plastic slots, and you would sleeve or put your top loaders into it and it'd hold them together. Wasn't the best because it would secure your cards a little too much and stuff. Wasn't the best for cards, but so
Yeah.
those would be the two, a binder, and then I did have like a top loader case. Those were my two ways that I would, I guess, keep the cards safe.
Wow. Now, how did trying to master a base set something on your radar back then, or was it just, trying to collect, as many hollows as you could?
It was probably ripping, just fueling that fire, honestly.
Yeah.
I also when I got into it, like I said, like 99, 2000, I believe I missed base set jungle fossil, and I think I got into it right around Gym Heroes time. So I
Okay.
had a little bit of catching up to do, but I was also ripping the new stuff. I mean, Gym Heroes is still that and Team Rocket, probably my favorite sets. So I had a lot of catching up to do, and I was opening incredible cards. I mean, Gym Heroes. I remember buying a Giovanni's Nidoking for like $20 from my local card shop because I just love that art. And
Yeah. That's incredible. What a memory. I mean, to have a local card shop where you could go to plus a Toys R Us, that's like every kid's dream, right? and to find packs. That's incredible. Here we are in 2025 where you can't find anything in the wild, and you're living the dream.
Oh, it was crazy. I never back then had any problem finding packs. And last time I talked to you, it was because you told me when Pokemon first started, it was impossible to find packs. And I guess I was just too late and I missed it. I never had any problem fueling that fire, dude.
That's awesome. Now, did you were you allowed to take a binder to school? Did you ever take a binder to school? Like, what was that like for you?
Oh yeah, had a couple kids, a couple friends that were into the cards. Not so like mostly everybody was on the games. At least I don't know if it was that period or what it was, but everybody was on the games. Everybody in school, we'd have our link cables and recess. It would be a lot more of playing Game Boy at school and stuff like that. But 1,000,000% looking to trade my friends and doubles and triples that I have. Looking to swap with your friend who's got some doubles and he wants this card, you want that card, and not looking into the value and stuff, just trading purely for the excitement and getting something new, getting rid of your old cards, your doubles and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But Game Boy in school for sure. I mean, I remember recesses with them link cables.
That is so cool. I mean, the fact that you could get away with that, probably not now, but you could you could then, and that's awesome. So do
Oh
you
man.
still have any of your original cards from your collection?
No. No. And I will give I always still to this day I give my father credit because he every single from the time I pulled that Charizard to the time I was probably 12, 13. Don't sell these cards, keep them, don't get rid of them, don't lose them. These are he I don't know how he knew. He was a baseball guy. He's got a lot of baseball cards like yourself, so maybe that's how he knew. But ever since I started collecting, he said, "Don't sell these things. Don't get rid of them. They're going to be worth some money." And sure enough, he was right, and I didn't listen as a kid. And definitely remember going to the card shop a couple times, dumping off a couple cards I had, maybe like around 10 years old, something like that, just trying to get different cards in and stuff. And then by the time I started getting like teenage years, I had money had to be spent on other things other than Pokemon cards. So definitely started chopping the collection away as a teenager for sure, too much. And probably readdressed the binders when I was like late teens, like high school, which would be like 2010, 2011, stuff like that. Found all the old cards that I never got rid of. I mean, I probably had easily 500 to $1,000 in a binder
Wow.
back then. And I mean, as a teenager, I'm like, I just got my car. I need gas money. Got to smoke a little, like doing all the degenerate teenage stuff. So as soon as I found that binder, I said, I got $500 sitting here. I'm dumping it and brought it to another LCS. And he gladly took that collection. No problems at all, dude. So
Yeah.
yeah, the collection got chopped off twice and
Wow.
completely to zero. I still feel like there's one binder that I might have just lost because I have this memory of this one binder, a blue binder that I never found, but my mother checked the whole house. I've been checking the attic for 10 years. I still can't find it. So all the old cards gone. So
Wow. Well, hopefully that blue binder's out there somewhere, right? I mean, I'm sure it's in between your high school yearbook and a photo album of some of your you know, I don't know what concerts you went to when you were in high school, but you're too young for Bruce Springsteen, but
I
and Bon Jovi.
am from Jersey, but no, yeah, I never made it over there.
But yeah, hopefully that blue binder shows up one of these days. That would be huge. That would be so exciting for a reunion. But so have you do you have any vintage cards now in your collection? Have you gone back to pick up anything that were some of your favorites from base set or from any of the earlier sets?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah, because those old cards are. I don't know if I'm just trying to reclaim the nostalgia or what it is, but yeah, those are my favorite. And actually, just real quick, because I just remembered something, a funny story. I remember when I was first like middle teenage, I guess like 12, something like that. Not too old, but I remember setting up a lemonade stand with my friends because we got like a dead end type block, so it was great for a lemonade stand. Our parents weren't worried about cars and stuff. So we'd set up lemonade stands pretty often. And I remember we would bring our binders out and try to sell people Pokemon cards just on the
Yes.
roadside as they were coming to
Yes.
get lemonade. And that was it, like to my memory, the last time I saw that blue binder, because I remember having it out and we were writing with marker on all the cards, like writing the prices. I mean, it was a legit LCS on the roadside there with lemonade. It was
That's a full service lemonade stand
yeah.
because you never know. I mean, somebody that would make a great gift. You come home to your kids with fresh lemonade and some Pokemon. I mean, that makes perfect sense. Yeah,
Exactly. That we knew what the people wanted.
yeah. So, what were you going to use with your proceeds? We got to know. I mean, I love the hustle of a lemonade stand and selling cards. What were you going to buy? Skateboard, a bike,
It
another
was
video game?
I'm pretty we were still playing Pokemon. So back then, if I'm lining up the time periods correctly, I believe that's when like Pokemon the DS came out. So it was like the new Game Boy. I believe it was like $300 and the new Pokemon Diamond and Pearl was coming out for it. So I believe we were all trying to get ready to get the new console and get the new game.
Yeah,
I think that's where the money was going. I wasn't old enough to be a degenerate yet. So it was all
yeah.
responsible child
Yeah, I
passions.
mean the new Switch 2 was announced, and shout out to all the young and old cousins out there looking, but it's not going to be cheap. Somebody somebody might have to sell quite a few lemonades to afford this thing.
Maybe I need to get my lemonade stand going again because I need
Yeah,
a Switch too, man. I got my Switch 1. I need a Switch 2. So
absolutely.
yeah,
You got to
maybe
maybe start selling some lemonade on that Shopify store.
lemonade and singles on the Shopify.
I love it. Why not? Yeah, why not? Fresh lemonade from Smokes Shopify.
I'm not going to be shipping that, Scott. Imagine trying to ship
No,
lemonade.
no, but it's going to be refreshing.
Exactly. There we go. That's nice.
So, so tell me, how long have you had your YouTube channel, and kind of tell me what was the motivation for starting here on YouTube?
So I'm pretty sure in August, I don't think it could be four. I'm pretty sure it's 3 years coming up in August. I know it was definitely August, and 4 years sounds crazy. So I believe this August will be the 3 year anniversary of the channel. And when I first started it, I had gone back to school, like an online college. I started that like during COVID and the lockdowns and stuff. I wasn't working, so I figured I had to do something. So went back into school, got a bachelor's in psychology. And as soon as I finished that up, which would have been May, June, something like that of I guess 2022, I finished that up. Obviously wasn't I guess incredibly motivated to jump right into the workforce. So I took like my summer little break thing and then August comes rolling around and it's like, all right, I got to do something. One with the time I was using to do my schoolwork. I had like a 4 hour window where I do my schoolwork every day. So I had this time period where I was doing nothing but bad things, I guess. So I had to fill up that time a little bit. And then I also had to just do something as well because I couldn't just sit around. I mean, I paid for the degree. If I wasn't going to hop into work immediately, I had to start doing something productive. And that's how it started, just in August. I mean, I'm going to get going here. So Pokemon Go comes out, and that's kind
Yes.
of how this all happens. I don't remember when exactly, but I hear it gets announced. And I was out of the Pokemon cards for a while. I've made little introductions along the way, but I was out of it for probably 4 or 5 years. I hear Pokemon Go's coming out. Me and my friends were massive on Pokemon Go. The day that that game released for the phone, I mean, we didn't. I don't think I slept for 6 months, just
Wow.
driving and why I've never walked that much in my life either. I'll tell you that right now, Scott. Talk about
Wow.
a way to motivate kids to walk around. Pokemon
Yeah.
Go is it, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, Pokemon Go, I think it was 2016, just all day we were playing that. So then fast forward to whenever, I guess 2022, the set gets announced. And I'm like, all right, I was way off, by the way. I was like, all right, this has to be something. Pokemon Go is so massive. They're making a Pokemon Go set. I'm like, all right, I'm going back into the hobby. So I buy a case of ETBs. I buy a case of Pokemon Center ETBs. So
Wow.
10 of the regular. Think I was somewhere around maybe 350 for the 10 regular ETBs. And
Wow.
then I think around 300 for the 4 Pokemon Center ETBs as well. And then once I got those, I had them sitting here. I rip a couple with my friends and stuff because I still got a couple friends who are into Pokemon. We rip a couple. And then I just remember one day just saying, like, people are on YouTube just opening packs to like music and like they're not saying nothing in their face. Like, do you guys know this is happening? Completely ignorant, thinking that everybody opening a pack on YouTube is getting paid big bucks. But I'm like, yeah, guys, I'm like, I think I should do it. I'm opening enough packs. And I mean, I would open packs and my friends would come by just to hang out and watch me open packs and just get hyped up. But so I'm like, all right, maybe we start doing this on camera. And so
I love it.
yeah, it was a
Wow.
little bit of everything. Finishing up school, having the free time, getting back into the hobby, and then just like, seeing the shorts of people opening packs. And I'm like, stupidly, I'm like, I could do this, thinking that they're making cash, which I've learned is a little different, but that's how it all started. Just a phone and opening some Pokemon Go.
That's incredible. I mean, for you, first off, congratulations. I mean, that is a huge accomplishment in not even 4 years. And the fact that you have kept it up for 4 years is really impressive. I mean, there had to have been some exciting milestones along the way. Tell me, when did you start live streaming? Do you remember? It's one thing to have a channel, it's one thing to get the 50 subscribers, but do you have any memories of kind of those first few milestones of, do you remember way back to 50 or 100? Do you remember kind of what you were thinking back then?
Yeah, back then, I definitely first off was blown away that it was working, I guess. The fact that I mean, my first videos, I had like air conditioners going in the background. I wasn't talking. No, I was in a poker table in my garage. I mean, no lights, terrible phone. So as you would expect, like horrible quality videos. And I'm like, oh my, it's working a little bit more than I thought. And then the whole thing at the start of this was if I could get to 1,000 subs, because I knew that was like the monetization goal thing. If I could get to 1,000 subs, and I'm gonna do this. If I could get there, I don't remember if I had an exact period. It might have been the end of the year, but off the top of my head, I can't remember how long it took me to get to 1,000. But that was the thing. If I could get to 1,000 subs, if 1,000 people think that this is something, then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna buy the cameras. I'm gonna buy the lights, and I'm gonna take it more serious. I'm gonna edit, and that's exactly what happened. I hit 1,000 at some point fairly quickly because those shorts were getting pumped out. It was definitely not all on me. I mean, I was working hard and very diligent and everything, but also those shorts were getting pumped, got more views than I would have thought for sure, and then got to our 1,000 subs and kind of started taking it more seriously, and that's what I've been doing since.
That's incredible. I started with an iPhone 10. I'm not ashamed about that. It's almost as vintage as I am. But what do you remember what you started making videos with?
Oh yeah. Oh, it was my regular phone, and I'm horrible with phones and stuff. I drop them all the time, so I've stopped spending money on phones. I buy a cheap $100, $200 Android. I can drop it. It works fine. So that was it. I can't remember the exact phone, but $100 Android for sure.
Shout out to the $100 Android
That's right.
for helping you get to 1,000 subs. That's incredible. And now, can you tell us? I mean, you're about to, or hopefully when this comes out, you'll smash through a huge milestone. I want you to share with everybody what you'll probably whenever this comes out. But it's a huge number. I can't even imagine how big this number is. But what are you pretty close to right now?
Funny you say that because I woke up this morning, Scott, and we just crushed 17,000
Oh
subscribers.
my
That's
gosh.
right.
What? You did it
Yeah.
today?
Today, this morning, my deals and steals from last night. Yep, I think we're at 17 and 50 right now. 17,000 and
Congratulations.
50. Thank you, Scott.
Huge. Congratulations. 17K. This doesn't happen overnight. We got so many questions to ask you, but congratulations. I mean,
Thank you.
17K.
I can't believe it. Just with that 1,000, just with the 1,000 sub milestone is how it all started. Just let me get there and we'll work from there. And
Yeah.
it's what we're doing now. Just working one day at a time, even this shop, just a little trial and error, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I think, how I found you was through your Deals and Steals video. It's something you put out. Is it every week?
Twice weekly.
Twice a week?
When they first started out, it was just on the weekend, I believe. Because normally, like a lot of the big stores, they'll refresh their weekly sales on like Sunday, stuff like that. So I was trying to catch that, and then I found that the videos were going very long because I was going to all the online stores too. So then I asked the community and stuff, and we decided to chop it So now I do like the weekend one will be like Target, Walmart, the bigger retail stores. And then during the week on Wednesday, I'll do like the online shops, all the smaller stores, stuff like that.
I mean, your deals and steals is actually more exciting. I'm kind of embarrassed. I'm going to say this, but it's more exciting to watch than going and reading the Sunday paper as a kid, where that was what it was all about. It was all about Toys R Us, Best Buy. It was all about Kmart. Shout out Kmart.
Yeah.
It was all about, it's going to find all the deals out there and circling everything. Sears catalog. Shout out.
Oh my God. Bringing back memories, dude. Yeah.
But now
Yeah.
I can go to your channel and I can see everything, of course, with your amazing voice, telling us all about the deals and steals out there. So thank you for creating that. I think it's awesome content, but it's timely. And as you know, it's 2025 right now, and it's just hard to find deals of any kind for
Yep.
Pokemon. So thank you for creating that.
Yeah, I've been trying. The last couple months have been pretty rough for sure. Because when I started might have been like the summer of 2024. And I mean, even back to October, November, we were still finding packs for like $3 a pack. Even then, I remember, don't buy this. It's $3.50 a pack. It's too much money. We'll find something cheaper. And 2025, a little different story, but we're still trying to find them. And what I've also found is too, there's a lot of obviously the community is so big in this hobby that a lot of it too isn't necessarily just finding the cheapest cards or the best deals, but just showing people what you might want to buy, what you wouldn't want to buy, and why, what's inside this box, what's inside this one. Don't buy this one, buy the other one if it's the same price. Just helping people navigate the hobby. Because I know, like looking at the sports cards and stuff, it's just so daunting, all the different sets, all the different things. And I know so many new people are coming into the hobby since 151 and stuff. Just makes, I would imagine it's just a daunting task to see all this stuff priced at similar pricing and not know how should I spend my money. Money's tight for everybody right now. So, you don't want to just waste your money on cardboard. We want to at least try to get something good. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't mean to put you on the spot, but crystal ball, like if you could go back in time and you had $100, let's just say $100. What is that? I mean, for me, I'm kind of thinking now, maybe I'll just kind of put up this softball for you. But if I could go back in time, I would try to get another 151 UPC. But you tell me, back in time, $100, what would you go after right now? What is just that deal or steal that, man, you're like, man, I should have just backed up the pickup truck and just loaded it up.
I got, I got at least two or two and a half that come to mind. The number one for sure was back, I don't remember, probably 2023 or something. Costco had an Evolving Skies bundle, them and Chilling Rain, ETBs with a mini tin or like a 4-pack tin, the smaller one.
Mm.
An ETB and this tin for $38.99, dude. ETB of Evolving Skies or Chilling Rain and a 4-pack tin with more Skies packs in the tin.
For
So
30.99.
$38.99, buddy. And that is partially why I've ripped so much Evolving Skies. But
Yeah.
so I remember the day I saw that just in Costco shopping and I see those and I had started the channel and stuff. So I look into it. I'm like, $40 for an ETB and a 4-pack tin is kind of on par. Like back then, wouldn't say it's a steal until you look into Evolving Skies and Chilling Rain. That's when the value starts coming in. But so
Yeah.
I walked by them and stuff, and then I see Evolving Skies. So let me look into this set real quick. Then Moonbreon back then I think was probably 400, and Rayquaza, the second most expensive, was 200, and that's all I needed to see. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
this set's got a $400 card, $200 card. I
Yeah.
got to buy some of it. And then I called my friend. I was like, dude, that like it's sitting here. Like, guys, we got to do something. It's just free money just sitting in Costco.
Yeah.
And they weren't selling out, nothing at all like today. I mean, they were there for days, if not weeks. And I
And there was
remember
nobody fighting over any of these things.
nothing at all. What I actually remember is people seeing me over there, me and my friends filling up carts. Cause I think at the end of the day, I probably got about 15 of them.
Yeah.
I called in everybody I knew. I was like, guys, send me whatever cash you got. Let's haul it. So
Yeah.
I think I got 15 and people saw me and my friend loading them into the cart and like older ladies coming by like, oh, what are you doing? Like my son likes Pokemon cards. I'm like, lady, buy this right now for your son. And sure enough, I'm telling you, by the time I left, there was probably 6 or 7 people that came over and started buying them as well because they saw
Wow.
me loading up a shopping cart full.
Wow.
And
That's an incredible deal. So you
left
mean you could get an ETB plus you could get a hot dog and a drink or a chicken bake for under $50. Is that what you're telling me?
I, I walked out with a chicken bacon, a diet Pepsi, dude, 100%. I got to a victorious chicken bake. There's nothing better.
Shout out Costco. Hey,
Yeah,
hey, if
man.
they're looking for a partner, you got to go to Smoky Mon. He'll gladly do a partnership.
100%. I'll be like that Costco family or whatever. Just me. I'll eat the chocolate cookies and stuff. I don't care.
Totally. I hear you. No, that's an incredible deal. I mean, oh my gosh. Can you imagine that right now with like, anything dropped? Even if it was Shrouded Fable, people would be fighting over it at Costco right now.
It could have been, yeah, it could be $50. Yeah, for a Shrouded Fables, people would still be fighting, but
Yeah.
that was it. And I got 15 of them and I split them with my friend. I think he took 7, I took 8 of them, but I had also just started the channel. So I mean, if you see like my first couple videos, you'll know when I caught that Target or the Costco. You'll know when I bought those because all I was ripping was skies and those tins and
Wow.
no love, but
And
a lot of
still, you
skies.
haven't pulled the Moonbryon after all
Nothing.
that.
No,
Wow.
probably like 5 ETBs in at least. I mean, probably at least 50 packs, I would think, but still got a couple. And then my friend is a little crazy, so he's held his. He has not touched them. He hasn't opened them. They're still intact. The
Wow.
box and the tin he's got still
Wow.
sealed from Costco. So mine
Well,
are
I'm sure
got
you'd
2.
offer him at least $45 for it. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, okay.
that'd be a good friend.
You know what's funny is he's actually been buying some of mine when I need some quick cash and stuff. He'll end up buying mine. So now he's got more than I had because he's been buying mine when I need some cash.
It's good to have friends like that. I'm
Oh
glad
yeah.
you help each other out. That's
Oh, for sure.
incredible. Well, yeah, I mean, the deals and steals is, I think, kind of what put you on the map for a lot of people. They've, met you through that. Tell me about your live streams. Obviously, it's so awesome to, be able to do that for your community. You've gotten to meet a lot of people. You do giveaways. But tell me more about your live streams, kind of the format that you enjoy doing. How often do you live stream?
Yeah. Well, the inception of the live, funny enough, is definitely you're a big part of it because 99% sure I was watching your channel. I was watching you live before I ever went live. I'm pretty sure 2024 summers when I started doing the lives. Actually, maybe like May, something like that. But anyway, I was definitely watching you, and then 1,000,000% massive shout out to Trainer Glenn. Trainer Glenn went live for the first time on his channel, and he's been following me since I can't probably like 5,000 subs. He's been part of the Grass Gang for a very long time, and he
Yeah,
told me
shout
like
out Trainer Glenn. Yep.
100%. And he told me, hey, you should try going live. And initially, I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm going to just make my video. I get to edit it. I get more control over it. The pressure of going live too for somebody who's never done it. I was like, nah, let me not. And then I believe like 6,000 subs. Maybe Glenn nudged me a little more one time. And then like I think it was a 6,000 sub. There was definitely some kind of milestone where I was like, all right, let's go live. And the first couple were just opening cards. I mean, a majority of my channel is just ripping Pokemon cards. Most of the long videos, probably for a year or two, were just ripping cards, and then the lives for quite some time were just me opening some product, maybe give something away. Like if I open an ETB, I'd rip all the packs for myself. People just hang out, and then I maybe give away the promo, something like that. But mostly just hanging out and ripping packs and just getting used to something brand new.
That's great. I mean, the fact that you're able to do that and giving back to the community is so awesome. And then tell me, I think a lot of people want to know, 17,000 subscribers, what does it take to get to that? Obviously, consistency is important. Was it a combination of things for you with the live form content? Kind of walk us through, what you think really helped you get to that 17K. Was it a combination of shorts, live, your long form content with your deals and steals, and also live streaming? Can you maybe walk us through
Yeah.
that?
Oh, of course. I mean, the quick and easy answer is shorts 1,000% all day.
Hmm.
Shorts were, I mean, they seem to be slowing down a little bit now in 2025, but shorts were always, I guess, the cheat code, whatever it was. I mean, I got to 5,000 subs, like I said, just posting pack openings. I don't even know if I was talking in them in a garage, no light, just viral songs and stuff like the Billie Eilish song. All these songs I remember in my head still because of how many views they got, but the shorts 1,000,000% were how we got. I guess how it grew so quickly or more than I thought would be the shorts for sure. And then the deals and steals have definitely helped. I guess like once we got somewhere around 10,000, like you'll see that the subs slow down, especially now with so many people. It's just that I wasn't doing anything unique or original. I was just opening a pack with a viral sound. So
Yeah.
the videos helped me, get myself out there. And then once I started going live too, I mean, there's nothing better than the live just to integrate yourself with the community and get to know the people that are subscribed to you. So the lives definitely helped, I guess, reinforce or like deepen the bonds with my subscribers and the people following. That definitely helped us build a relationship. And then the shorts definitely for the exposure, 1,000,000%. And then the videos are just, I guess, something consistent for people to watch. I mean, I was doing pack openings, like I said, for probably 2 years, something like that, with just a couple hundred views. So the videos themselves of pack opening specifically definitely don't get a lot of exposure.
Yeah. I mean, I think, having that combination of video forms and content has really been successful for you. And that just shows how consistent you are. I know a lot of people, probably you can speak more to this, but some of your first thumbnails, or sorry, some of your first short videos, maybe talk a little bit about that. Some people might get frustrated if, they drop a YouTube short and, they get under 200 views. What is that? What are some things that you've worked through there that some challenges that you could share with somebody maybe thinking about starting a channel?
Yeah, the first thing I'll say is definitely don't get discouraged. I mean, I think I put out a short today. I might only be at 200 views, something like that. And I mean, that's with the 17,000 subscribers. Not everything, especially a short, and if you're pumping them out, not everything's going to hit the mark immediately. Try not to tie yourself onto just one thing. Try to look past it in a way. Not that you don't at all consider improving older things and forget about all your mistakes, but just try not to let one video, one short bog you down. Just try to keep trucking along. But I mean, when I started the channel, the first couple months, it wasn't like this, but once I hit that 1,000 subs and started going, I was doing 4 shorts a day. I remember I was doing 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 3 p.m., and 6 p.m., posting 4 shorts a day. And when I first started, I wasn't even pre-recording them. I would go into my garage 3, 4 times a day, hit the live record button, whatever the hell it is,
Wow.
go through the on the phone, do the little tags, the 450 characters and the tags, descriptions, all that 4 times a day.
Wow.
It was a lot. And
Yeah. So you didn't use any software. You just did it like almost like setting a timer and said, "Oh, I got to go to the garage and I got to upload a video."
exactly. No, I mean, YouTube had, they still do, but YouTube back then had some rough edits where you could put a little bit of a text on there and the song, probably about it. But yeah, no editing software at all for those first couple times. None of that. Not recording anything like early just to make it easier on myself. None of that happened. It was just,
Wow.
yeah, just 4 times a day going through it and pumping stuff out.
That is a grind. I mean, that is huge. I think a lot of people would just be like, I'm going to take a nap and call it a day. And that's impressive. I mean, 4 to 5 a day consistently. I mean, everybody wants to know the secret sauce with the algorithm, but did you find, at the time that YouTube was, pushing out more of your YouTube shorts because of that consistency?
I I'd like to think that was definitely part of it. I mean, still to this day, I can't say I know anything about this algorithm, but yeah, right. Back
Yeah.
then, I mean, I was even still, I watch a lot of YouTube videos about algorithm updates and new changes and stuff. But yeah, back then, every single day, I was finding some video of use these hashtags, use 2 to 3 hashtags, somebody else saying use 4 to 5, use emojis in the title, don't use emojis in the title. Like if you go back to see my first shorts, some of them have like three emojis in the middle of the title, like obsidian or brilliant stars, fire, grass, fire, pack opening. Like I tried, even to this day, I'm still doing it, but every single combination of anything you could try, I tried, and some things would work. Sometimes they get outdated real quickly, and you gotta like the emojis in the title. The way I was doing it, they got me a lot of success real quick. I think even one of the best shorts I've had was probably 2 years ago. Whenever, like when I started, got 20,000 views just on a pack opening with emojis in the middle of the title. So then for the next couple weeks, emojis were in the middle of every single title of everything I posted, and then
Yeah.
that stops working and stuff. So I've tried everything there is. It's definitely good to research and just even if you don't find knowledge or the knowledge is conflicting or all over the place, just you trying to find it. I feel like, it's just doing something for you. And then that I just can't overstate the consistency. Like the number one thing when I started was I know for sure that these are not better shorts than people are posting. Like a million percent. I'm in my garage, like the quality's terrible. I'm barely talking if I do one where I talk, so my personality's not even there. Like I know that there's better shorts out there for sure, but the one thing I could do is work harder than these people, or you know, quote unquote. If I'm not, I'm sure they're working hard, but I maybe more often I'm gonna just pump out so many of these shorts.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna subscribe or you're gonna unsubscribe, like you're gonna avoid me, but people are gonna see it, and I'm gonna be out there, and it ended up working for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you're grinding hard and being consistent, and I think that speaks volumes because it's so easy, to kind of see some responses to some videos and be like, it just didn't, go viral, right? I think that's kind of the challenge, probably when you started as well as it is right now. So many people are, looking for that one viral video that all of a sudden is going to get you 100,000 subscribers. I mean, maybe talk to that a little bit. I mean, if you're a brand new channel, somebody thinking about starting a channel right now, talk us through that mindset of that consistency versus, that one viral uh, thumb or one viral video for you. What are your personal thoughts on that too? Is that in your mind, or are you, always trying to kind of hit for that consistency?
I mean, that's a great point. And back then it was, I mean, like I was posting 4 shorts a day. I was checking them views probably, I can't even count, dozens of times a day, just going on there, seeing how, I mean, tied to the phone. I think you mentioned that as well, but
Yeah.
those first couple times, you're right. Watching every view, every sub. So waiting for the viral moment for sure, especially when like it's starting out, it didn't go crazy, but picking up some traction. Some of them maybe will pop for 5,000, 10,000 views on a short. So then you see that and you're like, all right, the next one's got to pop for 10,000. And then that one only gets 100. And then you
Yeah.
go back down. So it's definitely like a spectrum, and just not waiting for the top of the wave, but also not fearing the bottom either. Just knowing that as long as the wave continues, you're going to keep progressing. So there's going to be the highs and the lows, but you can't wait the whole time just to hit that top video. It's also not really going to do anything for you either. I mean, a viral video is only going to get you so far. People are going to unsubscribe if you're not putting out content, or the channel's going to just expire if you're not working towards anything. So just waiting for one moment isn't going to build you longevity, I feel. And that was kind of my channel, is let me just keep pumping it out because all this content will be there and we'll have a nice catalog.
Yeah, I mean, to your success now, you got 17,000 subscribers. You are monetized, so you're a YouTube partner now,
Yep.
and so you are able to do everything. I mean, you can run ads now on not only short form video, long form, and then in your live streams, you have memberships, channel memberships now.
Yep.
And that's a process. Maybe share that with somebody thinking about starting a channel or has a channel not quite yet monetized. Like, congratulations, that's huge. Everybody, I think that's a goal for many, many people, and to become a YouTube partner. What does that mean for you? And, what are some of your goals around that?
Yeah. I mean, the first thing I'll tell people is it took probably 2 years, rough estimate, at least 2 years before I got just the memberships, which is 4,000 subs and 3,000 watch hours. I mean, years of 4 shorts a day. Like it didn't at all happen quickly. And the monetization was immediately a goal. I mean, I love Pokemon and stuff like that. And it was never like I don't know. It was never like the end all be all, like the subscribers, everything. I appreciate that all, but in the front of my mind was obviously trying to get that, maybe because it was the only milestone to achieve, really. But that was always in the front of my mind. And like I said, it took like 2 years. I mean, I was over 10,000 subscribers, I believe, and I wasn't monetized. So that could even speak to all that hard work and stuff. And I still didn't even get the monetization, even having 10,000 subscribers or whatever I was at. I mean, you could still work hard and still not achieve the goals you want, but I mean, I still didn't give up and kept trying new things out. Like throughout the 3 years of my channel, I've probably done, I mean, I've played Scarlet and Violet on the Switch and streamed it. I've recorded pack opening videos where I then take the Pokemon in the pack and put them onto the game and battle them with it. Like I've tried every type of content possible. And luckily with the deals and steals, I found a long form something that works. And now with the lives, I like to think I found something that works. The shorts, I'm still even struggling right now because it's just a lot of pack opening. So even right now, still trying to find something that works now with the shorts. But it took a very long time, and don't get discouraged at all. And then there's also some people that, you know, they'll get their 1,000 subs, get the monetization real quick, and they'll hit the ground running more so, where I guess I was definitely stagnant in a way as well, would be a good word. Like there was a lot of, throughout the 2 or 3 years, there was a lot of comfortable things, I guess, or I felt comfortable. Like, let me just do the 4 shirts a day. It'll work eventually. Like I'm not going to improve. I'm not going to buy a new light. I'm not going to download Adobe or edit the videos. Like just getting complacent. And that was probably the reason it took so long, was because I felt complacent. Even though I was working hard thinking that was it, you still have to try out new things as well. So even if you're pumping stuff out there and working hard, you still can't be complacent with it. And you got to just keep improving. And
yeah, so I mean, everything you're doing is part of that success. I mean, whether it's you know, the YouTube shorts, whether it's the long form content, obviously the live streams help generate those watch hours, right?
yeah.
But we want to know what are some of your big goals for 2025? It's April right now. What are some things that you would like to accomplish in 2025?
I'm really looking for 20K. That'll be, I mean, 5K, 1K was a big one, 5K was a big one, 10K, 15, all those like 5,000 are just massive milestones. And I don't know if it's just in my head or maybe it's in reality of the YouTube universe, but I don't, once you get to that 20K, it just kind of feels, I don't know, even more cemented than getting monetized, getting 10,000. 20K in my mind is just, I don't even have words for it. It's just the most incredible milestone I could achieve would be 20,000 subs. So I'm hoping by the end of the year for sure, 20K would be.
Oh, I imagine that's going to happen way before the end of the year. We're only in April right now, and you're at 17K, so I absolutely see that happening for you. Let me ask you this. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but one of my I think something that we can both agree on is none of this would be possible without an amazing, generous community. So many subscribers. I like to call anybody that comes back for the second live stream a cousin. And I know you've got your amazing community, and maybe somebody that wasn't part of your channel, you know, since the beginning. But you've got to have some amazing people in your community that come into your live streams. Maybe are very generous with watching your deals and steals consistently. But you want to give a shout out to any people in your community, and
Yeah.
we'd love to know more about them.
I mean, the two that come to mind, which I definitely wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Marshall and Glenn, would number 1 and 2. No, they're both number 1. I don't know that one's any more helpful than the other, but both of them, like I said, Glenn been following me forever. I believe Glenn, the first giveaway he ever won was on my channel, and then he decided to start his channel, and his first video might have been opening my giveaway. So I mean, that right there is just, he was following me, then he starts his channel, he gets the success. Now Glenn's monetized and has his 1,000 subs. And then the motivation he gave me too. The first person to tell me, "Hey, you should go live, try it out. Like, what's the worst that could happen? Just try it out." If it wasn't for
Yeah.
Glenn, I don't know if I would have ever went live or how long it would have took. And then, I mean, Marshall as well. Just to this day, Marshall, I can ask him anything, regardless of how stupid the question is that I'm asking Marshall. He's not going to say, he won't tell me how stupid it is, and he'll just try to help. And I mean, obviously, both of us, our thumbnails and our emojis and stuff, all custom Marshall stuff. And
Yeah.
yeah,
All shout out to both Trainer Glenn and Marshall, both of them as well. Right from the beginning when I started my channel,
yeah,
Trainer Glenn was huge in the community, introducing me to people. So many come off the top of my head, but Pokey Rage Official,
yeah.
he linked us together, and that was awesome. And yeah, I know we have very lots of common friends and also cousins in the community. But yeah, Marshall, unbelievable, generous of his time
Yeah.
and a great person to ask ideas about and just so giving of all of his skills with our thumbnails and editing. And so, yeah, I agree with you 100%. And
He's the
also,
best.
a lot of this wouldn't be possible without moderators. I know they're both moderators too, not by chance, but just
Right.
because they're legends. But any moderators in your community that you want to give a shout out to?
Oh yeah. I mean, top mod Metin. Metin, shout out all that he's there every single live, and Debo tries to help out when he can. My top mods for sure. My secret rare members, Daddy Data Rogue, Tommy, of course, and Jazzy. You guys have been, I think they've all been maybe 4 or 5 months now that they've been members, and the secret rare member or whatever tier I have that's top tier. They've been so supportive, all three of them specifically. But even the last couple weeks, like 2025, people started sending gifts for me to open like during the
Wow.
lives and then give some of them away. They send me some grass cards and stuff for me to keep as well. So I mean, Cal, I know, sent me something. Corey, Brewdog, non-gamer girl. I'm gonna forget some people, but I mean, people just been sending gifts. Jazzy sent us gifts. I got more on the way right now. I think some are downstairs. Every live now I'm having a gift to open up, which I'm not
Wow.
complaining about, but it is overwhelming in a good way. And people are sending me, like, we have Jazzy who loves bug Pokemon, so people are sending me bug cards for me to send to her so she could build her bug collection. And just like the amount of love and sharing in the community is unbelievable.
Hmm.
So shout out to everybody that sent a gift or anything in the last couple of weeks too. I think I got everybody, but yeah.
That's super generous. And I'm sure you have international community as well. As this incredible hobby, incredible um, community rallies together to support one another. And I think that's just awesome that you're getting packages delivered to you. And what an awesome opportunity. And then for you to turn around and give away some cards as well is very generous of you and your community. I want to know, do you have any plans for some special giveaways coming up? I mean, 20K, I would imagine you got something brewing. That you would do. Maybe, I don't know, I don't want to twist your arm and recommend Evo Skies, but I'm sure you've got something big planned.
The right now we're going smaller. Right now I'm on the 17K and the my 200 member goal. So right now those are my, since we just hit 17K, probably this time or like this week, I'm gonna probably bring in a couple slabs during the lives and we'll have people look at them and we'll take a vote in the poll and they'll
Yeah,
decide what their 17K giveaway will be. And then the 200 members, right now I'm at like 150, so we're getting there. I don't have the box with me. I got a Lance's Charizard 25th celebration box. We're going to give away at
nice.
200. It's
Wow.
got an Evolving Skies pack in the back of it somehow. I didn't even. So those are our two next giveies. The 17K, since we just got there, we'll figure out this week during a live. And then my 200 member. And the 20K, I don't know, Scott, but it's going to be something for sure. When I
Maybe
hit
even a
it,
Costco hot dog or a chicken wrap. I don't know.
I'll send a chicken bake before I send Evolving Skies, but maybe both. And then whenever I hit a big milestone like that, now that I have I guess, diversity in all my content. So I try to disperse it. Like I'll do a Discord giveaway. I'll do like my short giveaway. I'll try to do something cooler for the
Yeah.
lives. I'll drop the member goal. Maybe I drop it to like 190, for example, or 150 just to get us closer. So I kind
Yeah.
of try to do like a whole channel wide celebration where regardless of how you're consuming the content, you're getting a little bit involved in the celebration.
I love it. That is incredible. I mean, you're gonna have to be planning this 20K celebration pretty soon because I know it's gonna happen. You are just beyond crushing it. I'm just blown away. I mean, you talk about 20K is a big goal for you, but I think you better be prepared for something a little bit bigger than that by the end of the year.
Hey, I'll do 25. I got no problem. I'll take 25.
I'm thinking closer to that, yeah, or over, yeah, for sure.